online. We like to connect with family and friends. Social media makes that really interesting to do, or really easy to do, I should say. Allows us to show our creativity. I mean, I share a lot of the photos that because I'm kind of an avid hobbyist with photography. I do like to show some of my pictures that I'm really proud of on Facebook or Instagram. We also do it to share events in our lives. Say a big family gathering we want to, or gathering with friends that we want to share on Facebook. In some cases, people do it to promote a new business. Say there are professional photographers out there who share their photos on Instagram, just to get some attention to their work. And we've got lots of platforms to do this with. We have Instagram and Facebook. There is, I don't know how many of you are, or whether either of you are familiar with Flickr, but Flickr is a photo sharing site that's been around for a really long time. Talk a little bit about it later, but I've been using Flickr for a really long time. There is Pinterest. Of course, there's LinkedIn and Twitter, and today there is also Snapchat. A lot of people enjoy Snapchat, and many people have their own blogs and they share their own images on there as well. It's also sometimes tempting to grab other images that you might find and throw them into the mix on your blog. And then with videos, you've got YouTube and TikTok as well. Now, videos you can also share on Facebook, Instagram, any of those platforms, but video specific sites are YouTube and of course TikTok. Now, I'm not a TikTok user. I have worked with YouTube and uploading videos more on a professional basis when I was working for some nonprofits, but a lot of companies are now using TikTok as well because there's such a big audience there. So what are the risks of sharing in the digital age? There is, of course, theft and misuse of your own work. That could include pictures of your loved ones. So you need to think about that. There is also, it's easy if you're not really conscious of it to violate other people's intellectual property rights, their copyrights. And then there is encroachment on other people's privacy. There's also the risk of encroachment on your own privacy. And all it takes anymore is a right mouse click or even a drag and drop of an image on the internet to download to your computer and then upload onto the web, upload onto Facebook or Instagram, either one. So let's talk first about keeping yourself out of trouble, on the straight and narrow. So when you are posting to social media, you risk infringing on a copyright when you download an image and post it to social media or a blog post.
Question, Scott.
Yeah.
Go back to your, look at the bottom. You got Tim Bennett.
Yeah.
And Sergio Tomakov. So are those the people that have taken those photos?
Those are the people that have taken those photos. They have posted them. And this is where you do stay in safe territory. Good eye, Co. There are sites out there that have royalty-free photos available to you. This is where you do stay safe. One of them is called Pixabay, which you may have. Any photos that I use on my slide decks that I use for my classes, I make I don't have to do this. I just choose to do it as a goodwill gesture to the photographer. But they post their artwork onto these platforms with the understanding that they will be given away, or that people can download those for free and use them without paying any kind of copyright fee or usage fee or anything like that. Now, a lot of these people are, they're amateurs or they are professionals, and they're just uploading these to show people. A lot of them, if you go to their work, they'll say, hey, I am available for hire. Here is some of my work that you can use for various purposes. So Pixabay is the big one. There's also one called Unsplash. I think I have those mentioned in the slide deck, and I'll also include those in the class notes. And I actually believe my colleague Bob Cohen might have a class on where to find free photos online, and he'll cover those. One other thing to consider is it doesn't matter whether you've credited the creator when you're sharing something, or you've linked back to their website, social media account, or anything like that. You need to ask yourself, is posting this photo or video in any way affecting its value? Now, one of the easiest things to do is to go to Google Images, find an image, just do a search for an image and download it, and then use it in any way you want. What you risk there is that is a copyrighted image, and you are going to get in trouble for sharing it. And I have seen this happen. And there are companies out there that scour the internet looking for violations like this, and they will contact you and they will fine you. Now, I think they go after mostly nonprofits and corporate interests where they know that people are going to have some money and they can tell them to cough it up. But I have seen this happen. Organizations that I've worked for have gotten caught doing this. Somebody on staff put something on the website that they shouldn't have, and eventually it will come back to haunt you. So keep that in mind. So as I said, never download and share an image from Google Images or other web browsers like that without really knowing where you're downloading it from. You can stick to Creative Commons sites. And some of those include Wikimedia Commons. Flickr has a Creative Commons section. Those are photos that have been offered up for you to use for free without any copyright concerns. And again, you can use these free stock photography sites like Pixabay and Unsplash. A lot of those are professionally shot photos too, but you can use those for any purpose, royalty free. And this is all, a little nebulous, a lot of judgment call here, but there are some fair use provisions in US copyright law that would allow you to use some of these safely. Commentary, parody, news reporting, research, or scholarship. Technically, I could get away maybe, and I'm not sure of this, I could get away with grabbing a photo from the internet and sharing it on this platform, on GetSetUp, because I'm doing it for educational purposes. But I play it safe. I do not do that. And anything I use is going to come from one of those royalty-free sites like Pixabay. And because I'm a photographer myself and share a lot of my work, I really understand how nice it is to have your name attached to a photo. So I always